Manatees are living proof that goodness still exists in the world. They are slow, gentle, peaceful, and they don't hurt anybody or anything. They drift through the water, not having a care in the world, and they just munch on seagrass all day long. But despite their soft nature, they are an endangered species, struggling at the hands of mankind. Manatees are magical creatures, but they are suffering so greatly. So by understanding their lives, the threats that they face, and what we can do to save them, we will have a better future for generations to come. According to the website of the nonprofit organization Save the Manatee Club, manatees prefer warm water, so they generally, in the winter months, they stay in Florida waters, and in the summer months, they can travel west. They prefer the warm waters because that's where their food, the seagrass and other plants, blooms best. So, and they're herbivores, so they only eat the plants. They can only swim 3 to 5 miles per hour, and they can live up to 60 years under perfect conditions. They are a keystone species in their ecosystem, so they keep the vegetation and the plants in check so that it does not become too overgrown. This is what a manatee looks like. They have large blubbery bodies and squished-in faces with 2 little flippers in the front, and then 1 big flipper in the back. According to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services website, the manatees' health and their population is rapidly declining, related to stresses that are man-made and human-driven, such as boating collisions. Manatees are mammals, so they have to come surface to breathe, and they can't swim very fast, and so oftentimes when they try to surface for air, they get caught in a boat propeller and they can't swim away very fast. So they get hurt with boating, and pollution that humans are creating is leading to a decline in their habitat, like the health of their habitats. And then there's also a few environmental and natural issues that are causing their decline in health, such as red tides and cold snaps, because again, they really like the warm water. Most of the time, whenever you see a manatee in the wild, they are covered in scratches and lesions from boat encounters. These creatures have no natural predators, yet they are still suffering so greatly. This chart is from the U.S. Fish and Wildlife proposal to get more funding towards their Save the Manatee action plan. They have all of the locations where manatees are often found and their research documenting their population and the decline. According to the protection section of the Save the Manatee Club website, the Manatee Recovery Plan is being executed by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services organization, and the steps that they are taking to preserve the manatee health is they're working towards getting stricter boating regulations and legislation so that manatees can have protected areas where boats are not allowed to come in, so the manatees won't have as many boating interactions. They're making sure that they do research on other ways that they can help the manatees, and they're working on educating the public to encourage other people as individuals to take action to save them. As far as individually, people can save the manatees by donating to rehabilitation and recovery manatee programs. Normally they're nonprofit organizations such as Save the Manatee Club. Boating safely is really important, using propeller guards and avoiding shallow areas is super duper helpful. Going greener to stop the pollution that's occurring in their habitats are all ways that we can ensure a better future for the manatees. Manatees are very unique creatures that are at risk. By understanding their lives, the struggles that they face, and how we can help, we can ensure them a better future. These creatures have no natural predators, but yet they're suffering so greatly at the hands of humans. This unsettling reality gives us hope to know that we have the power to make the change and make a difference in the prosperity of these gentle giants. I want you to imagine a time where manatees are just a memory from the distant past, just a picture in an old book. I want you to know that we have the power to ensure that this reality does not come true and that our future generations can have an opportunity to watch the manatees peacefully float through the natural waters without fear. It is up to us to make sure that the sea cows do not disappear forever. Thank you.